The rickshaw puller's son. Early in the morning, Karim pushed his old rickshaw onto the wet road while the city was still sleeping. His son Rahat watched quietly from the door. "Father, why do you work so early?" Rahat asked. Karim smiled tiredly. "If I stop working, our dreams will stop too." Inside their small house, Rahat's mother Salma prepared a simple breakfast. The electricity had been cut off because they could not pay the bill. Before leaving for school, Salma asked softly, "Didn't your school ask for fees today?" Rahat forced a smile. "It's okay, I can pay later." At school, students laughed and talked about their new books and bags. Rahat sat silently in the back wearing his old uniform. During class, Nila Madam collected school fees. When she asked Rahat for his payment, he stayed quiet. Suddenly, a rich student named Sohail laughed. "Madam, he always has poor excuses." The class laughed, and Rahat lowered his head in embarrassment. Meanwhile, Karim spent the whole day pulling his rickshaw under the hot sun. One passenger refused to pay properly and threw a few coins onto the muddy road. Karim silently picked them up and continued working. At night, Rahat studied under a streetlight because there was no electricity at home. One friend asked, "Why are you studying outside?" Rahat smiled weakly. "Our electricity was cut off." A few days later, Karim collapsed on the road from exhaustion and was taken to the hospital. The doctor said seriously, he needs complete rest. Rahat became worried. Without his father's income, the family had no way to survive. So after school, Rahat secretly started working in a small restaurant. He washed dishes and cleaned tables every night. One evening, the restaurant owner saw Rahat studying during break time. "You still go to school?" he asked. Rahat nodded. "Yes, sir. I don't want to stop studying." A few days later, Nila Madam saw Rahat working at the restaurant. The next morning, she called him to her office. "Why didn't you tell anyone about your problems?" she asked gently. Rahat's eyes filled with tears. "I only want to continue my studies, madam." Nila Madam arranged support for him and cancelled his school fees. Soon, final exams arrived. The night before the exam, a strong storm damaged their roof, and rainwater soaked Rahat's books. His mother cried helplessly, but Rahat dried the pages near a candle and continued studying. Finally, result day arrived. The headmaster announced loudly, "This year's top student is Rahat Karim." Everyone became shocked. The poor rickshaw puller's son had become the best student in school. Karim cried with happiness and hugged his son tightly. Years later, Rahat returned to the same school as a successful man. He thanked Nila Madam and announced scholarships for poor students. That night, Rahat stood beside his father